In front of me is a statue of Marshal Zhukov, the head of the USSR Army. Russia say that you have to stand on the 0 kilometers of Russian Federation and throw a coin to the back of you and make a wish, which will come true. For the entrance to the Red Square is a special charge. We're ready to enter the Red Square. In 3, in 2, and 1. Yay, we're in the Red Square. I see Kremlin in front. Left of me is a church. And here we have the same mall we went to yesterday, called GUM. Here's an entrance to the State Historical Museum. We're taking pictures with the people dressed in national Russian dresses. Behind the long Kremlin wall is a brown and yellow tower which all the government meetings are held in. Only special monuments are in the Red Square. There is even some towers that still look very, very beautiful, surrounded by trees. Kremlin wall, there are a lot of trees. And over here from the year 1924, Lenin's body is kept. Whoa, a lot of construction is going on here. The sky is getting a bit dark, but still is wonderful and blue. GUM is translated as the main shopping center of Moscow. Here, it looks very big. It's made in historical style. Close to Lenin Mausoleum. Said Lenin's body was kept here from 1924 and is kept in good condition so it can survive for longer. Over there are all the famous political people of USSR are graved. On those black billboards it says the names of them and when they were graved. They're graved right inside the Kremlin wall. One of the examples is Stalin. Right in front of the Lenin Mausoleum, we see the Spasskaya Tower. On it, there is a golden watch, which rings every half an hour, and the star on top of it. If we look on the left of it, there is the St. Basil's Cathedral. Here you see the Spasskaya Tower. Every half an hour, the golden clock on it rings, so you can hear when the time comes. On the top of it, there is a red star. If we look a bit left, there is the St. Basil's Cathedral. The Spasskaya Tower is considered to be the most beautiful tower in the Red Square. It was built during the 19th century. Approaching closer and closer to the St. Basil's Cathedral. Just look at it. Look at its patterns. It looks so amazing. Here, that's the time for the bell to ring. So now we know when the time approaches. Here's the Spasskaya Bashня from a different view, from the bottom angle. And right behind me is the Spasskaya Bashnya in its rich colors. The St. Basil's Cathedral, look at its tops. They all have a unique design. For example, that one has spikes on it. This one has blue lines. That's like a curved line, zigzag, and other kind of spikes on it. And obviously, the Christianity sign because it's a cathedral. You see these soldiers on the sides of the Spasskaya Tower? Well, these guys stand here the whole day long without moving and protect the holy tower. They don't have to stand here the whole day because they still have a shift, but some of them sometimes have to stand here like the whole day long. It's exactly 3 o'clock, and the Spasskaya Tower rings. And on we go past the Kremlin wall. Everything still looks so fantastic and beautiful. Look at the nature. Look at the towers behind it. beauty. Got up very close to the St. Basil's Cathedral. Look at its texture. Look at the rocks. It was built a very long time ago. Here it says that the Cathedral of the Protecting Vial of the Mother of God, the consecration was in 1561. Just imagine, when was it built then? Basil's Cathedral now turned to a museum, which is called Pokrovsky Cathedral Museum. Opened in May 21st, 1923. Basil's Cathedral was built in 1561. That's a very long time ago. 464 years ago. Wow. My mom and dad are very excited because we're going to go inside the St. Basil's Cathedral. For me it's free because I'm under 18, but for my mom it's going to be about 350 rubles. We got these two beautiful tickets for my mom and I. This is a picture which represents Ivan the Terrible. It was drawn by Dragon. Ivan the Terrible was the initiator of the construction of the Intercession Cathedral to commemorate the victory of the Russian army over the Kazan Khanate in 1552. The St. Basil's Cathedral looked before the 20th century. It looked a bit different, and then they changed a few parts of it, but it still looks similar. These bells were built in the end of 17th century and the beginning of 18th century. They were built for the St. Basil's Cathedral, and as you see, they're still survived perfectly. And there are a lot of decorations on it, like these faces on top of it. This is the grave of St. Basil the Blessed. The church was added to the cathedral on the order of Tsar Fyodor Ivanovich in 1588, after the canonization of the Saint Basil the Blessed. That's how the church looks around. It has a lot of religious things. As I said, the grave of Saint Basil, and a lot of painting decorations around it. This icon, called the Mother of the God sign, was made in the 17th century and is still over here in the St. Basil's Cathedral. The original walls of the St. Basil's Cathedral still stay the same. They're 3 meters wide. That is very, very, very long for a wall.
And through these 3-meter walls, it's going the very narrow holes through the whole wall, so it can bring the oxygen through this 3-meter wall for the people who can stay inside and breathe.
Wow.
It was built this way.
This gate leads us through further. This book is the story of Tsardom of Kazan, and it was written in 1564 till 1565 by an unknown author who lived in captivity for 20 years at the court of the Khans of Kazan. If you're wondering why the lines are going like this, it's because the book is kept in special.
And this book was copied in 17th century, and it was written by ink on paper.
Wow, old Russian language.
There is a money box on the left side from 16th century.
Over here.
Yeah, and that is the article of arms upstairs, like something like a helmet.
Over there.
It's silver notched iron.
Silver. When was it made?
It's from 1895. Sorry, it's a mid of 16th century.
Wow. That's a very long time.
So people, they were using this heavy metal helmet to protect their head.
These are the locks. Imagine, look how big they are. 17th century forged iron. If we look a bit more up, there's this big chest. There are both of them, both of these chests, 17th and 19th centuries, wood, iron, and forging. Very old. I was talking about earlier, this is how wide the walls are. Very wide, 3 meters. This is a bigger version of the icon of the Mother of God. This is painted. All of these are called fetters. Moscow, 17th century. Heavy chains and other metals articles such as bands, girdles, and crosses. The wearing of fetters on one's body became one of the types of Christian asceticism. Presumably, the iron cap, cross, and girdle belonged to. Looking forward to go to the 2nd floor, and here is a wooden door. It looks like it's old. Going up the stairs, this looks like an old castle from some fairy tale. Cool. Whoa. Guys, sorry. It's very dark, so I don't know if you can see anything. This is very hard to go up to. Made out of brick. Whoa. And we're finally here. Here we go. 2nd floor. Beautiful paintings again. Walls, decorations. Everything original. Here the people are restoration is going on to restore the St. Basil's Cathedral. View from the window, and we're currently going to go out through this humongous door. And 3, 2, 1. It's not opening. Yay. Look at this beautiful arc that we're just passing. I think this one is restored because it doesn't look like old paintings. Now, our second try to go out. And the great, humongous doors. Thanks for a wonderful adventure, St. Basil's Cathedral. We're now going to another cool one. The statue right in front of the St. Basil's Cathedral is in the memory of Minin and Požarsky for their heroic adventures. Through the St. Basil's Cathedral, we're going to Gum, as I said, like the main center of Russia, shopping center. We're going there to have some yummy ice cream because people say this one is one of the best ice cream. A little sneak peek of the mall inside. This mall is very luxurious. Only famous brands are in here. You get it? Famous brands. You turn around a bit and see some amazing bright things over there. You see? This mall looks very luxury. And some ice cream over here. Even bikes instead of flowers. Whoa. Arcs and bridges to cross to the other side of the mall. Highest floor, and this is how it looks down over there. Whoa. It's a long adventure, but we found our treasure. The ice cream. Mine is pistachio, and my mom's is caramel. Yummy, I love it. Guys, we're now leaving the Red Square. It was a lot of fun, thank you. Woohoo! And now we're going to the Hotny Rad shopping mall. Whoa! Yeah. Over there. See you over in the shopping mall. Guess what this is? It's a hotel called Four Seasons Hotel. It's a very big hotel, and I guess it would be very expensive because it's on the Red Square, right next to it. So see if I turn a bit. Red Square is over here. Guys, god! I lost the Ochotny Red shopping mall. Where is it? Well, guys, it's underground. All of these glass half spheres is the ceiling part of it, and that's like the main center ceiling, right? Right. And we're gonna get inside it. We're now entering the shopping mall, and there is this kind of security because it's on the red square. Here we go, and the first shop we have is this cosmetics shop called Rivkosh. We bought a new bag from accessories and already put all this stuff in it. Beautiful and fancy. Just came back home and look at this guy again like yesterday. It looks fantastic every single day. Pink and fluffy.